Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Osada Treats Studios from Tacoma, Washington. I will be on in 2 minutes. Happy Saturday. Sweet Tea, good morning. Gen X, good morning. How you guys doing? You got Stigs beside Chet. Yes, my favorite avatar. I hope you guys are doing good. I have no idea what I'm doing up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday when I got to be out selling at noon. Went to bed early last night, but I could have slept a little bit longer, but I just couldn't. I got up at like midnight. So definitely going to have to go back to bed before I go out today. I hope you guys are doing good. I was just looking at the storm that's coming. I haven't really been following it because it doesn't affect Washington, but it looks bad. It's definitely a government storm. I'll tell you that. First time I saw Stiggs, I said he reminded me of Collegero. I'm not sure who that is. Is that from the Bronx Tales? I should know. Tommy is definitely a character out of one of those movies, though, for sure. If not all of them. But yeah, that storm, let's play a video from, let's see if I have it here. You know, I'm sure you guys are following it as well, but.
And we start now with Cole Sullivan. He's live in Gainesville. This is about an hour and a half north of Denton, one of the first areas to see winter weather. Cole, show us what you're seeing right now.
This is what's coming the DFW's way right now, Izzy. We have seen that winter weather arrive in the last few hours here in Gainesville, and this is what we're looking at. Pete said it exactly. We've got started with freezing rain. You might be able to see some of it on this stop sign right here, some icicles hanging from there too. We've also seen some of that freezing rain turn to ice on power lines as well. You can probably tell from my face, the sleet is coming in now, and it stings when it hits you in the face. You can see some of it actually accumulating here on the roadway. We've got probably about 1/4 of an inch of sleet here right now. I want to show you what that looks like. You can see if you kind of reach down, you may be able to see a little bit of it kind of fade off there. That's the sleet that we have falling right now, and it's accumulating here on the ground. 35 is this road behind me headed up into Oklahoma. A lot less traffic than when we joined you at 6:30. That's what authorities want to see. And the traffic is moving more slowly as well. We've seen some big semi trucks with their hazard.
So definitely a bunch of ice coming. Working one more hour, going home to sleep, then back to work from 2 to 6 a.m. Damn. And not even because of the storm. Wow. Yeah, you're always working. Well, be safe. You know, I know this is a government storm, and I at somewhere in the country there's going to be 3 inches of ice. That's what they're going for. You know, they're just so excited that their new little weather project is going to accumulate. And 3 inches of ice is like catastrophic. And they say that people will, you know, it's going to cause loss of life. Which I hope not, but just the way that guy's talking and the other videos that I see from the news reporters, like they know what's coming. So, and just even the way he's talking about how that sleet's coming down and it burns the face. I don't know who lives where, but I would be really careful if I was in that ice zone area. And I guess it is down more. Which it's weird because it's not up north, like the New York, New Jersey area. I think they're going to get pummeled with snow, but they're not going to get it as bad. They're not going to get the ice like Texas and I think the Carolinas. Let me see if I can find something else here. Yeah, see that picture. I think that, so it is parts of Texas, Oklahoma. It does go way up there, though, into like New England and stuff. And Jersey and all of it. Pretty crazy.
You better be driving slow on the roads, because if you don't, it is going to be a treacherous commute.
Yeah,
it's only going to get worse and worse over the next couple of hours. And the entire weekend basically is going to be snowy, icy, and bitterly cold across the eastern two-thirds of the country. So not fun for anyone. If you have any outdoor activities, you don't want to do them this weekend. The snow is just beginning to make its way over Kansas right now, and that's going to continue to push across the country. And this is just the beginning of the widespread alerts. The reason that over 200 million Americans are under some sort of winter weather advisory. The biggest issue right now is going to be the very cold conditions, down to negative 50 degrees across the northern parts of the United States through today. Northeastern parts of the United States late tonight and into tomorrow going to be dealing with that dangerous cold as well. And as that cold air clashes with the storm system that's currently forming, that's the reason that we have these widespread areas in pink winter storm warnings. But what we're most concerned about are these areas in purple ice storm warnings. That should begin.
Can she get off the States already? Do we need to see her on her skinny legs on the States?
And later tonight, across parts of Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Arkansas, we're going to be seeing upwards of 1/4 of an inch of accumulation. And then over the Carolinas, starting Saturday, continuing through Monday, where over 1/2 of an inch of accumulation is likely, and the potential for upwards of an inch of ice accumulation. And that could be catastrophic for infrastructure that is just not built to handle winter weather. This is what's going to be happening through the rest of the week and into the weekend. So let's break it down, the timing of exactly.
I can't handle that lady no more. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Going to be bad. Let me get to the bookmarks on X. See what we got going on here. I don't even remember how many I bookmarked or what I bookmarked, but we'll just go with it. I know this one is somebody getting beat up. It's just a funny, kind of funny video.
I'm killing you, nigga. What? What the fuck? Don't ever call me a bitch. Don't ever call me a bitch again. You hear me? Take it back. Take it back. I'll take it back, bro. Take it back now. Twice. All right, take it back. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't ever call me a bitch. It doesn't matter. You don't play with some motherfucker.
Why you ain't defend yourself?
Huh? Don't play with me, nigga.
Why you ain't defend yourself? Why?
Sit back down there. Sit back down in that chair and get high with Nick.
The guy was trying to leave, and he was about to hit him over the head and said, "Sit back down and get high with Nick." Oh, my God. What? He said, "You ain't going nowhere. Sit back down before I beat your ass again and get high with Nick." Oh, my God. What is going on over there? Patty Pimlet and Justin Gaethje fight tonight. UFC, the main event. And Patty Pimlet dropped a little bit of money on some tickets for his friends.
Dude, did I hear correctly that you purchased 250 tickets for this fight?
Yeah.
Wow. Patty, that's almost $100,000 just handing out tickets. You got to tell your boys they can.
More than $100,000. That's like 140.
Oh,
150.
my gosh. So you're going to have a whole crew in here, man.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people, Scousers, who've got tickets who I haven't got them for as well. So it's going to be a good few Scousers in here, put it that way.
Oh, it's going to be an unbelievable fight. Dude, did I hear correctly?
$50,000 for tickets. It's going to be a good fight. And Patty Pimlet is favored. I need to look this up real quick. Bum 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 bum. The fight's probably going to end in some bullshit. Patty Pimlet's the favorite. He's at minus 235, which means if you bet, you would have to bet $235 to win 100, or $23.50 to win $10. Or if you wanted to bet on Justin Gaethje, you could bet $10 to win $19. $100 would win you $190, which I honestly think he is going to win. Underdogs win all the time. Should be a good fight. What else do we have here? Mr. Beast is doing Beast Games 2, Strong versus Smart. I'm just going to kind of skip through this. So this guy is the #1 guy on YouTube, right? But he's got he gives me the Erica Kirk and the security people vibes. He's like, think he's got military connections. There's definitely pedophiles in his crew. Like one of his friends is accused of something. Creepy motherfucker, this guy, and he's not who he says he is. But anyway, we'll look at Beast Games 2.
Rule number one, when it comes to stuff we do, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And you just gotta roll with it. It happens. In Thunder, safety said we couldn't have people in the metal building for 5 hours. Ruined all our plans. But here we are. We're just starting a little later. It's 1 p.m.
A.M. It's 1 a.m.
1 a.m. What did I say?
p.m.
Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. Like I'm walking into like a football arena.
Is there anything that could go wrong? Like it seems like you guys have.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, there's a million things. Like right now, we have 2 hours and 10 minutes to film a game that's projected to take 5 hours. We're in a really bad spot.
6 months of preparation, 1,100.
So dramatic for a gay YouTube show.
$1 million of real cash and competing for this $5 million are 100 of the strongest people on the planet.
We're going to the city one way or another. I don't care what it takes.
Alongside 100 of the smartest people on the planet.
You were confident when we met you at the airport. Now you're nervous.
It's a little bit more real now.
Welcome to season 2 of Beast Games. Send us up. Let's have some fun. Notice how the 4 is getting further and further away.
You're the head of camera, right?
Right.
AD for the series. Yep. What are you looking for?
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
All right, everyone is now climbing down their trapdoor. Let's see who the first 50 to come up are.
People finish. We have a finisher. 1 minute.
I think you might be the first one up. Oh, wait, number 2. Oh, you were the second.
Wow, there's actually a lot of people struggling to get it.
Oh, great shot.
It's just all very weird. I don't even know how to process it. William Shatner, I'm just glad to see he's still alive. For some reason, they're making a big deal about him eating cereal. And he has to tell us the name of it.
Fiber in its various forms, and of course Kellogg's cereals. It's an absolute necessity for good health. And the more I think about it, the more important it becomes to me. And that old adage that your health, there's nothing better for you than your health. I know firsthand how health is so important. It's even a cliche to say so important. It's of the utmost importance in your life. If you don't have health, you don't have love, you don't have ease, you're permanently disturbed. With health, equanimity, love, and you can appreciate everything and everybody around you.
And again, I mean, he kind of looks cloned. That doesn't even look like the real William Shatner to me. You know, it looks like a satanic version of William Shatner. Because at one point his face was like super puffy. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened to him, but I just had to put my tinfoil hat on and be like, okay, well, why are they telling us? What is this? What the fuck is this? Who gives a fuck about him eating cereal? But it's because of Kellogg's, I think, the company Kellogg's. Kellogg's is a warmongering military-industrial complex, Dick Cheney affiliated company, as far as I know. Let me see here. I can't remember where I read that, and I know it's open knowledge that Cheney was with Halliburton, of course, but there's a tie. You got to go deep down the rabbit hole, and I don't just want to have dead air, so I'll keep it moving. There's just something weird about this, though. Like, why are you showing this? And does that, I don't know, am I just being weird? Does that not look like William Shatner? How old is William Shatner? Maybe he got surgery. He's got to be in his 80s. Get the fuck out of here. 94 years old. He will turn 95 March 22nd. And that's what he looks like now? Hold on.
Fiber in its various forms, and of course the Kellogg's cereals, it's an absolute necessity for good health. And the more I think about it, the more important it becomes to me. And that old adage, your health, there's nothing better for you than your health. I know firsthand how health is so important. It's even a cliche to say so important. It's of the utmost importance in your life. If you don't have health, you don't have love, you don't have ease, you're permanently disturbed. With health, equanimity, love, and you can appreciate everything and everybody around you.
Well, I mean, if that is him and they didn't clone him, good for him. I mean, that's a fuck. I didn't know he was 95. That is just absolutely insane. Born in 1931. And he's still active. That's just amazing to think about. You know, like I'm 52. Like, am I going to be around in 40 years? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't really think about it that much. I mean, I guess I kind of do. William Shatner reprised his iconic role as Captain Kirk in this 2024-2025 short sci-fi piece tied to the Star Trek franchise. He was also in a documentary appearance in 2024, You Can Call Me Bill. Not a fictional character role, but Shatner is the central figure and narrator of this documentary about his life and career. He has a new upcoming role in development, Family Tree. He's set to star and co-create in a new holiday comedy drama series titled Family Tree, playing a character named Frank. Production is expected to start in 2026. Oh, it's a Super Bowl ad campaign. Shatner's Super Bowl ad campaign for Kellogg's is a very recent public appearance and marketing role, not part of a movie. He has also been open to potentially returning as Captain Kirk and other Star Trek projects. That is absolutely astonishing to think that. Yeah, he must have quit drinking, I guess. I mean, I don't know if that's what it was. I didn't know he was a drinker. I'm sure he probably was. He definitely looks like Ozempic. Let me see what the comments say. lot of people are saying he looks 60. Somebody is saying Kellogg just switched over to bioengineered ingredients, which I would not doubt. I don't know. Got me talking about it. So I guess they know what they're doing. Maybe he's AI'd a little bit. Maybe they AI'd him a little bit, and that's what it is. He was a big drinker, not as red and puffy in face. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Speaking of being red and puffy in the face.
Red is a character. So tell me about the red makeup.
This is a Will Smith's son, Jaden.
Red is a character in the stories that we tell.
Okay. And tell me how you approached this first collection and the installation you've done.
I really wanted to make an exhibition that people could walk through the mind of the Christian Louboutin man.
And tell me about the harness you're wearing and what it says on the little pockets.
This is a tactical vest that we make so that when you're wearing suiting, that whatever you have in your pockets at the wedding or wherever, it's not dragging your pants down, making your suit look all like not right. So this is the harness that we have in the collection, a part of our TCT formal attire.
You have a lighter in there?
I have a lighter. I have a place for a lighter for the story of the person that was designed for.
And for eyeglasses, I think?
Yeah, we have a lot of different things in here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't know. So in order to not weigh down the pants with the lighter and the glasses, you wear the tactical vest. And paint your face red. He's a product of his parents. Yeah, most definitely. It's just so strange, Hollywood. Hollyweird. You know? It's all so strange. I guess when you don't have any stress in life, this is what you do? Or is it's not so much that you don't have stress? Paula, good morning, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. I mean, is this really him? Or, you know? I mean, I guess if he's really, you know, like when he says that that's his tact, like if he's the one, you know, like if this is his fashion line, then I guess I can give him a pass, because there's probably a lot of people with fashion, you know, different clothing lines and stuff out there that don't sell. But at the same time, is anybody buying that stuff? You know, other than maybe people that want to support him, you know? I don't think any, like, you know, that your average Joe, including myself, probably could not afford anything that he makes, nor would I want to. I mean, I can imagine that tactical vest he's talking about is, you know, more than I would want to spend on something like that. But again, you know, that's just not, I mean, that's, I would say for the younger generation, but I don't even think it's for the younger generation. I think it's more for like a weirder generation. It's all the same but different. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just, man, I would rather I would rather just be me. And, you know, they always say like the best part is the ride up, you know, and, you know, the journey, it's all about the journey. And I believe that, you know, you don't want to just be placed in a position of, here you go, here's everything, you know, and I don't know if that's what his life is like, but it just kind of seems that way. $2026 model fanny pack. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. That's for sure. Yep. You know, including Todd Bridge and his girlfriend. You know, where's Steendu at? He'll flip out about that. Well, we'll move on. What else we got here? This was the show Hee Haw. I'm sure you guys remember this from back in the day.
Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I claim for my own. Then like a blind man that God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Hee Haw. What's up? Just chilling. That's Hee Haw. You don't remember that show? I got all kinds of 80s. Love that show. The Walton Dukes of Hazzard. Yep. The Waltons Dukes of Hazzard. Yep. I just did like a bunch of random 80s sitcom theme songs. So I'll try not to get kicked off the air for playing them. I always say that I'm stuck in the 80s and I'm never leaving. That's just my thing. But yeah, I don't really remember that show too much, to be honest with you. But I do remember it a little bit. There was a bunch of good ones back then. There was another one too. Remember Sha Na Na? Wasn't that the name of it? I always get that mixed up with Hee Haw because I think they were on at the same, you know, like back to back with Vinny Bopperino or whatever. Wasn't that his name? I don't remember if that was the name of the show or not. I'd have to look that up on YouTube. I don't remember how to spell that guy's, or know how to spell that guy's name. Let's see here. Vinny Bopperino. Let's see if that works. It was by Bopperino. No. We'll abandon that mission. Oh, that was Welcome Back, Carter. Okay, thank you. Who was the guy from Sha Na Na? What was his name? Let's see here. Who were the characters from Sha Na Na? I'm asking ChatGPT real quick. Bowser. That's who it was, Bowser. Played by John Bowman, the muscle-bound greaser, leather jacket, ducktail hair. Remember him, Bowser? I always loved that show. Mr. Carter, yes. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Here, I'll play a couple of the sitcoms I have. We'll listen to David Lee Roth. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He needs to quit performing. Let's see here. How do I get to the other videos? Dun, 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 dun. Hold on 1 second here.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. Should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Remember this one, Gen X? I think his name was Maxwell. Yep, Bill Maxwell.
Breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not,
So there was that one. What other ones do I have here? Let's see.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail.
I just like this song.
And your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright.
It says he's 78 years old, Gen X. Ted Danson.
Your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. Be glad there's one place in the world where
I played those lyrics a while ago. It's crazy that even back then, that and your husband wants to be a girl. It was cross dressers or what was the term back then. Oh, they're a cross dresser. Little did we know what all that was going to turn into. Okay, what other ones do I got? Let's Let's see here. Yeah, it's crazy. Isn't Dan Arquette gone too, or is he still around? I can't remember. He was my favorite character on that show. Or David Arquette, whatever his name is. No. Wasn't it Dan Arquette? What did they say his name was? John Larroquette. Is he still around? John Larroquette. Oh, he's still around. So, do they have a new night court? It says that still active, and he actually returned to night court in the recent revival. I did not know this. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I want to watch that. Wonder if it's any good. We got a couple more.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back
This is Todd Father, Thindu,
again. Your heart is.
ALV, and Tommy.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down
Right here.
the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be
It's going to have to be Thindu.
the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Definitely watched every episode of that more than once. One of my favorite shows. I used to do nothing but watch TV in the 80s. That was my thing. Let's see here. Remember Valerie? Before it was the Hogan family?
Life is such a sweet insanity. The more you learn, the less you know. In the heart of every family, there's a love that starts by letting go. Step by step and day by day, reaching out along the way. Hand in hand, we face our fear. Together through the years, we get closer through happiness and tears. And in our hearts we share the laughter and the sadness, a special kind of happiness. Together through the years. Life is such a sweet insanity. It's nice to know your friends are here in the heart.
Always loved that show too. You never watched that one? Yeah, definitely Thindu was the is the old lady there. For sure. All right, let's see what else we got. Let me get back to the X-Files. Erica Kirk, the dirty, rotten scoundrel she is.
We did what we usually did before tours. We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that His will be done. That's what we did.
At one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
What I am doing is releasing myself from the enemy's hands, where he could have a foothold in me.
But also wanting justice for them here on earth.
Oh, of course. But we serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that.
She looks like the Joker.
But also wanting justice for them here on earth.
Oh, of course.
Such a creepy bitch. More Patty Pimlet and Justin Gaethje. I'll probably try to watch this fight tonight. My buddy's going to. I knew he would be going to the UFC. He always goes. I actually was going to go watch Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul in Texas. We bought the tickets and everything, hotel, everything, and then they canceled the fight. So I ended up not going. We got our money back. But then he went to the UFC. That was, I think they had UFC in Seattle not too long ago. And he went to that. I didn't go. I was broke. And then he's going again. They're coming in May. And I'm broke. But he's going. And it's Israel Adesanya and Joe Pfeiffer, I think, something like that. So he's got good seats to that, which is cool. I can't even stay awake for the main events. Toro, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Justin. I'm saying she's an alien or demon or robot, but she doesn't seem human. Yeah, so weird. I don't even know. Yeah. There's definitely something not right with that lady at all. I mean, besides the fact that she killed her husband, I mean, in my opinion. She didn't actually explode the microphone, but you know what I mean. Got the $50 million deposited in the bank account right afterwards and goes on the glitter and fireworks show. But anyway, here's Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimlet. So you got Justin 200 Gen X. Toro, do you watch the UFC? Who you got?
Everyone's talking at me posture yesterday, lad, so I thought I'd pop it up a bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, thought I'd sort the posture out so I'm not looking like the alien off Men in Black.
I do too. And I got I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I got this ticket I got to go cash in for $46 from December 21st. You got 90 days to do it. I think I'm gonna put it on Justin, so I could almost double it and be probably almost close to $100. He's gonna sleep Patty. I think so too. I hope so. I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. And that whole card is going to be good. You got Derek Lewis is on this card. Sean O'Malley and Rose Namajunas is fighting some chick that doesn't speak English, and she's a heavy underdog, which I know nothing about those guys. I haven't watched Rose fight in a long time. I don't know if she's fought in a long time. So, Danny Berry, good morning. Not following the UFC, but I put my money on the guy with the black hat. Let me go back and look. Okay, so you got Justin too. Yeah, Justin's from Arizona. Patty Pimlett, I believe, is from Ireland, and he is good. But yeah, I don't really watch too many of the fights either myself. Like I said, I can't really stay awake. For some reason, Benedict Thindu has Patty Pimlett, which I don't understand. Justin's the American fighting the Irish. You know, I don't know. Is there like this? I don't get it. So, if anybody sees Benedict Thindu, maybe he can explain how that works. Because I am Thindu's number one hater. Just so everybody knows. So, yeah, Benedict Thindu. I don't know where he's at, but if we see him, so this looks like Spain, and they're overtaken by immigrants, so they can't even film on their own streets.
No. Wow, what a friendly guy.
Nos gritan. Hay que vigilar ahora las espaldas. No, estamos.
Oh,
Me está
what's your
grabando a
problem?
mí. Me está grabando a mí.
No, está
What's
grabando
your
la
problem?
calle. Dale,
Sí puedo grabar la calle.
llama a la policía.
Llama a la
Está
policía.
llamando a las mujeres. Para.
No, ni con mujer. Ey, tranquila.
Sí.
¿Qué?
No puedo, hijo de
Lejos.
puta.
¿Qué?
No
¿Qué
quiero.
lejos?
¿Por qué
No,
puedo?
no,
No puedo.
no
puedo mi cara.
No tu cara. Déjame. Déjame. Guillem. Déjame.
You see?
Man, he tried to get close. I was ready to whack him, but man, it's hard.
You see?
In a situation like that. Foreign people telling a local that he's not allowed to film on his streets.
So, I mean, it's not I don't know. I don't know how to take that one. These interviewers are good. They be fucking people up. Yeah, Joe Della, good morning. When Jimena comes up, I'm driving her up to meet Thindu and Tom. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now I'll have to watch the fight. Right on, Toro, yeah. And just picture Thindu's going to be sitting there looking like a leprechaun, thinking that it's St. Patrick's Day. And he will be calling it St. Patty's Day. And he's going to be wearing those like curled green shoes with a belt buckle that's obnoxiously too big. Just looking like a leprechaun with a pointed nose and rooting for Patty the Batty, as he calls him. Here's a little bit more of Erica Kirk. Getting caught lying about her pageant past.
I don't care about the photo shoots. I just want to be able to overbook myself, being able to get involved with the local communities, with the local organizations that are actually making a difference. So the pageant world for me was something that was not a form of narcissism. It was more along the terms of being a steward for my state, especially as it hit our 100th year celebration. And so I looked at it a little bit differently, and I looked at it more as a branding opportunity rather than
Oh, yeah, we know you
just
did.
being a typical pageant girl. I don't even put it on my resume, to be honest with you. It's something that actually plays against you when you're going in for a job role or when you're interviewing with someone, because that stigma of a pageant girl is
When you go in to apply to become an assassin and, to become a honeypot girl, they don't really just want to know about your pageantry skills. They want to know if you can, slice throats, hit from 140 yards, pretend to like someone, pretend to have, like someone, have sex with them, have kids with them, and then be okay with them being killed.
The complete opposite of who
Yes,
I am.
it definitely-
So I didn't need to battle with that, and the fact that I'm blonde, and the fact that I'm from Scottsdale. All these things, I'm just like,
Yeah.
forget it.
So what would you say the
but
stigma?
no,
Do
the pageant-
they tend to think you're not intelligent because you're in a I mean, what's the stigma? Just that you're blonde, you're not. They don't take you seriously.
Like stuck up or. Oh.
Yeah, that not taking you seriously, narcissism, just like what I don't know, just beauty, no
Which
brains,
is
I guess.
not you, at
it's-
all, because you are gorgeous. For those who are just listening, not saying gorgeous on the outside. So obviously it makes sense why you won Miss Arizona, but also you are by far the smartest person. Like, I know you are so wise and the kindest person. So the only thing I know from pageants
Very
is Miss
sweet.
Congeniality, and you also seem pretty tough too. So that's how I'd picture you. It's like with your gun
Right.
strapped to you.
Right.
Yeah, Miss Congeniality, Miss Been Everywhere. Did you see the porno with Erica yet? I did not. Well, yes, I sent it to me. I think you could probably send it on Messenger or email. I don't know however you want to do it. Osada's in love with Erica. Yeah. Yes, I definitely am. She is the woman of our nightmares for sure. This woman is going to talk about Erica Kirk.
I've seen Erica Kirk in real life at church since Charlie died, and I will tell you that the performance in real life is as bad as it is on TV. I'm talking reserved front row pew, bringing her whole entourage, not her children, showing up late, tapping her eyes when she walks back from communion because it's the one time that the whole church can see her because she's in the front row. And before you jump down my throat and say, oh, it's security purposes, no, it's not, because this church has a side section that is closer to the exit that she comes in and out of, and where only probably about 5% of the church would actually be able to see her if that's where she was sitting. But no, front row seat, a whole circus. I'm not sure whose idea it was for her to go on this media tour. All it has done is confirm for those of us who were holding on with a smidgen bit of benefit of the doubt that this woman was genuine. Out the window. We cannot unsee what we've seen. The conservative leaders who are out there defending her have all capitalized on Charlie's death. They've all acted like he was their friend, and they have all turned his death, his public execution, which thousands of us saw, into their own moment to push their brand, to push their podcast, to push their social medias. And then those people who aren't famous, who are still defending Erica, what Erica did the other day on whatever freaking show she was on, to call it a sickness of the mind. That is exactly how control-based groups, cults, fundamentalist religions gaslight and undermine anyone who dares question the authority, dares question the narrative being shoved down our throats.
And and that's what really makes me, that's what just infuriates me the most, is the fact that that's exactly what they're doing. They're gaslighting us. It's not just that they killed Charlie Kirk. It's that they now it really is a psyop. It's a psychological operation on the human spirit, the human mind. It makes you question your sanity. A little humor in the morning does, 100%, Toro. No, that is hilarious. It's just that's what's wild about it. It's the way that they're just, I mean, the whole thing is just so weird. The fact that they're, now that they're not just Turning Point USA, they're Turning Point Faith. And then a lot of these pastors are involved in sex trafficking and pedophilia. It's like, it's definitely a high level tactic to, simplify it. Very high level, well thought out game plan that they're, they're pulling on us right now. This was June of 2025, and this lady is just kind of pissed off at Charlie Kirk. She names Tucker, Candace, a couple other people, but she does not like him pivoting from basically the stance on Israel. She's and these are the people right here that are the most dangerous, and a lot of them are women. There's a certain type of woman out there. A lot of them are in the media. A lot of them are, they're not on TV. They're the ones that control the media. The way they speak just scares me.
Charlie Kirk, are you out of your mind? You will never believe what I just saw. I was watching the Will Kane show on Friday, and Will Kane was interviewing Charlie Kirk with Turning Point USA. But Charlie Kirk had the audacity to say, no, we shouldn't get involved. He cited our involvement with Libya and with Gaddafi, a terrorist regime and a terrorist state. But he's using that as a comparison to why we shouldn't get involved with Israel in defending Israel against Iran.
And so, I've noticed too that these Zionists, whether they be Christian Zionists, pretending to be American, or they're just straight up, Zionists from Israel. They talk with their hands and they talk with their face. I can pinpoint it now. A lot of these people.
Charlie, what are you thinking? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a movement. Start watching these talking head shows and look at the youngers, the 30-somethings, the 40-somethings, the isolationists. They're now saying we shouldn't be getting involved in this war. Well, you know what? I don't want to be involved in Russia's war, and I don't want to be involved in Ukraine. But when it comes to Israel, I've read my Bible, and I know I better be, because in Genesis 12:3, God told Abram, I will bless those who bless you and curse him who curses you. And he who ignores you, Israel, I will utterly destroy.
And, and it's crazy because this is before Charlie Kirk was killed. And now listen to Erica Kirk talk. It's the same shit. It's now her talking points are this. So what this lady is reprimanding, Charlie for, Erica Kirk now is just falling right in lockstep with. So they got their way. And now they're trying to just, whatever their plan is on the American people. And they're putting TP USA in all the schools. Like they're in every school I believe in Texas, Florida, and Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe other states too. More Erica Kirk. This guy's spot on. Even though he talks over the other guy, he's spot on.
Like, bro, she's not who she claims to be. No. And the more time that goes by and the more that comes out and the more I watch her, just as somebody who is pretty familiar with human behavior, I don't claim to be a perfect expert, but she's full of fucking shit.
Oh, bro. I'm so past the point of just like, okay, well, let's give her some benefit of the doubt. No,
listen, dude.
There's no more benefit to the doubt.
It is my opinion that her and that dude were in, it's my opinion, okay, that her and that dude were involved in this whole thing with Charlie Kirk getting murdered.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
Yep.
I think a lot of people share that opinion at this point in time. Now, could that opinion be wrong? Absolutely.
Sure.
But that is my opinion of what I see with my own fucking eyes. Okay. So this woman was tied up with this guy in Romania who's got these sex charges. Then you follow her through. She's allegedly in the CIA training video. Then, now there's this Amazing Race audition video that they did with this apparent ex-boyfriend of hers, which she denies.
She tried to delete from the internet.
Correct. Who then they both worked their way into Turning Point.
Right.
Okay. And now all of a sudden, Charlie Kirk is dead.
Right.
And they're running the shit.
Right.
And by the way, this is a fucking 9-figure organization. This is not like a couple $1 million a year type deal. This is, and by the way, now they've stepped into that influential role which is the more important part of who Charlie Kirk was influencing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's just there's some evil shit going on.
James, good morning. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. You and Shelby. Yeah, no, I share that guy's sentiment. I mean, it is just our opinion that she is a murderous bitch. Anybody hear this theory? That there is an unusual amount of injuries coming from the 49ers practice facility, and that there's some power station nearby, and that this has been going on for a while, since like 2012, and that it could have something to do with the EMPs coming off of the power station. Would not doubt it.
EMF signals.
It's probably, I bet you it's that bitch Erica Kirk. She's probably running that power station.
EMF signals. I was just reading this fucking crazy thing. Have you paid attention to this, Jamie, about the 49ers? About San Francisco?
Yeah,
Isn't that fucking nuts?
It could be. Yeah, go ahead.
They think it's real. So there's a disproportionate amount of severe catastrophic injuries that come out of San Francisco, and their training facility is right outside this power station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, way more Achilles tendon blown out,
Yeah.
way more knees blown out, way more like catastrophic ligament and tendon ruptures. Like, and they've been talking about it since like when the players started talking about it in like 2012, I believe. And people are like, oh, that's nonsense. And now the stats are in, and you're looking at the amount of injuries that come from this area. It's like, it's not normal.
No. And so you think what? If they're getting weakened by the water, by the
electricity. Yeah, by the EMF signal. It's like EMF signals we know disrupt human beings, but to what extent? Like, to what extent does LED lights, and to what extent? Is it minimal? Do you feel it? Is it not? Does it have a long-term effect? Does it take forever until it actually compounds? But they're looking at the data from this one training facility. See if you can find something on it. Because a lot of stories have come out this week about it, where people are starting to gather up all the data, and they're like, hey, this is not normal.
So very interesting. Yeah, he had a cool setup, right?
Like, bro, she's not who she.
A Chevelle on a skateboard day. Yeah. Pretty badass.
EMF signal.
But, you know, I always say that the government controls the outcome of sports. And there's part of the proof right there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What is this lady? This crazy broad Florida woman who beat a 64-year-old woman to death with a cast iron microphone starts screaming, gets kicked out as she is sentenced to life in prison. Amanda Cook was heard calling the court a satanic synagogue. So this is why we need mental institutions.
Amanda Cook arrived to the courtroom.
It's not my attorney. I need a military tribunal. This is a Satan synagogue.
The same way she left.
Oh, whoa! 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 They're busted! Get over! Come in! I am the only human in here. They murdered my husband. John F. Kennedy reincarnated. That's Frank Dudley. You're in the Clark County jailhouse within the last 72 hours. He's been reincarnated, and I'm not going to stand for this. I was Marilyn Monroe in the 1950s. What do you think's going on, United States military?
You have a right to be here, ma'am. If you choose to act the way you're choosing, we will remove
You don't have any rights. You're a VA lady.
That's nice. But ma'am, I know you can behave yourself because you did it through the trial for 5 days. I know that you understand what's going on because you participated in the coercion in your defense.
It was a 4-day. It was a 4-day Satan synagogue. That's what it was.
So thank you, ma'am.
Yikes. When I lived in Staten Island, New York, at night I used less lights. The island's built on a dump. When I lived on Staten, I used less lights. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of people who get like a lot of cancers and stuff over there, right? Because and different things from the chemicals, and she's growing that goatee and mustache. Yeah, she's wacko. She gives me the Eileen Wuornos vibe. Remember her, the monster, that lady. They called her the monster, but she went around murdering Johns. You know, she'd be a prostitute and then kill the dude. She was fucking psycho, man. She told the judge, you know, I hope you and your kids, you know, she was wild. Wild. Yeah, remember her? I think they put her to death already, right? A long time ago. Speaking of wild, here's another you know, we played that video yesterday of that dude, like 30-year-old illegal that had the shootout with the cops and then they ran him over. This is like a different view. It's fucking crazy, man. It's lucky nobody, you know, innocent bystanders got hurt.
Ahí se le montó en el carro, chao. Se le montó en el carro. Amor, amor, agáchese, mi amor, agáchese, por favor. Lo mató. Lo mató.
I mean, I feel for that lady. That'd be scary as shit. I'd be screaming just like her. So we got Ryan Wedding. I don't know if you guys, I didn't know who he was, but he's like a cocaine trafficker, which I just find kind of weird. Like I'm all for getting drug traffickers. Where's the fentanyl traffickers? Why are we getting cocaine traffickers? Largest narco trafficker in modern times, says FBI Director Kash Patel. What? For cocaine? What about all the enough fentanyl to kill 175 million? Okay, well, who's responsible for that? But anyway.
And just to tell you how bad of a guy Ryan Wedding is, he went from an Olympic snowboarder to the largest narco trafficker in modern times. He is a modern day El Chapo. He is a modern day Pablo Escobar. And he thought he could evade justice. But these brave men and women put together a prosecution package, put together an investigative package, put together an operation strategy. And here we are today, bringing him to justice for trafficking hundreds of kilos of cocaine and also for the murder of innocent civilians. And just to tell you how.
So hundreds of kilos of cocaine is the largest narco trafficker in modern time. I don't understand that. Unless, you know, they don't classify fentanyl as a drug, it's a weapon. I don't know. I think I'm missing something there. And that guy turned himself in. They didn't go capture him. He turned himself in. So all those shots, they didn't take him down. No, right? They didn't actually hit him with bullets until the cop ran him over. Once the cop hit him and ran him over, and he's laying on the ground on his back, looking up at the sky, they turned him into Swiss cheese. But there was a couple of cars, you know, that were kind of in the crossfire. It's just fucking wild, man. And you look at a lot of these cops that are out there these days, a lot of them aren't really well trained, it seems, or even from this country. He was a fugitive like Tommy. Yep. Running from the law. Oh, you're talking about Ryan Wedding? Yeah. I don't know if Tommy ever hid out in Mexico. Maybe. What do we got here? Yikes. AC/DC fans have raised concerns about Brian Johnson's vocals, noting a decline in range and power during live shows. Wait, what? What'd you say? I can't hear you. What? Tommy, good morning, sir. You know what bothers me about that, and I hope you're doing good this morning, Tommy. You hit out in Atlantic City. You're on the lam in Atlantic City. I could see that. Yes, that is fucking hilarious. Must have been talent show night at a nursing home. You know, I don't know if that's the original lead singer of AC/DC. I don't know anything about those guys. I did kind of like their music a little bit. Why is there not any new talent out there? You know, this guy should be on stage with a badass rock and roll band that has badass music, and he's on there as kind of a novelty, singing with them. You know, they could bring a legend on or whatever. Not him trying to carry an entire show, you know, where songs were all popular from the fucking 80s and possibly even the 70s. I don't know how long these guys have been around. I don't get it. I don't understand why. Where is the new talent? But I guess, you know, we could have some video game contests and see who's good at what. I'm not that I would recommend being a fugitive. Yes. Dave Evans was original lead. Okay. So it wasn't him. Ronnie James Dio played until he died, but he still kicked ass. So there was a few different singers. This guy, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, we can't do better than this. Like, if he's not even the lead singer, I mean, like the original, can't we do better than that? I'm just wondering. Just wondering. I miss Tom Petty. That was my favorite concert to go, you know, favorite person to go see in concert was Tom Petty. I went a couple different times. I seen him with Eddie Vedder on stage, him and Stevie Nicks, which was awesome. Just, you know, I'm just not a fan of, you know, 90-year-old bands anymore. We need some new talent. Sneeko goes off on Alex Jones. This guy, Owen Schroyer, used to work for Alex Jones, and they had a falling out.
You know, I know you had a former working relationship with Alex Jones, but just if I could speak on this from an America First perspective, seeing him now join the globalist movement after decades of saying he was against it, being in support of war in Iran, is just the fact that people are not seeing how pathetic this is and how this is selling out his entire core principles and also his own country. We need to make the same mistakes. This war in Iran, anyone saying that, like, okay, it's horrible there, people are dying. It's like, yeah, sure, that could be happening, but it's time to prioritize our own country. All right, this war is for Israel. It's not for us. This is the last threat around Israel right now, and they've been begging to go bomb them for years now. And so now they have an excuse, and they're using us. And you see Marco Rubio, you see Ted Cruz, you see these people say, oh, the patriots in Iran, we stand with the patriots of Iran. No, you don't. You don't even stand for the people in your own country. Now we're supposed to believe that the MAGA cares about Iranian protesters. This slop is insulting to our intelligence.
Yeah, and I agree. Alex Jones is a bullshit artist. And he sounds like a gay frog. I think they slipped him atrazine. That's it. Those are all the videos I have. Kind of a short show. I think I had a couple Facebook videos, but I'm going to skip them today. I'm going to call it a show. So, man with the golden microphone. Yep, you already know, gay. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm gonna call the show and probably go back to bed. I got to get up and take care of business and get out there today. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. I will talk to y'all soon.